Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Robiat Adeyemi and I like to talk about how to start and grow small businesses. I'm doing this based off of my own personal experience starting and growing small business, product-based businesses in Nigeria. So today I'm going to be talking about how to know what business to start. Sometimes people are confused. You can get confused on what business should I start, which business should I do, where should I start from, especially if you're somebody that has several ideas, somebody that knows how to do a couple of stuff, and because of this sometimes you don't know exactly which business you should do. This is why I'm making this video, to help you to get clarity on that. So let's get right into it. So to start a small business, especially for somebody that already has several ideas, the first thing will be that you have to bring out all the several ideas that you have. For instance, maybe you know how to make hair, maybe you also do designs, maybe you're also a fashion person, maybe you also know how to do production of liquid soap and so many other stuff. Some people can even bake, and some people can do food business, and yeah, some people are multi-potentialites. Like they have learned so many things, they have acquired so many skills, and also they have some abilities that can generate them income. They have experiences that they could turn into products that will generate money for them, and all of that. So if you fall into this category, the first thing you want to do is called ideation, right? So ideation simply means that you put out all of the ideas that you have that you know can potentially become a business. You put them out on a list. It could be on the paper, or you could do it on an app like Google Notes or Google Docs or any other note app that you have that allows you to edit and put stuff. So you can put out, let's say up to 10 ideas that you have that you think you can turn out to become a product or service that you can generate money from, that could turn into a business, right? So you put out all these ideas, and if you think you want to ruminate on more ideas, maybe things that you're passionate about, maybe things that you have experience in, maybe what you got qualification from the university, something that you're professional at, you can put all these things out on a list. And then when you have that list, now you know the exact number of things that you're capable of, the things that you know that you can turn into money, that you can turn into a business that can generate money for you. So the next thing to do after this will be to now pick 2 or 3 of these ideas for testing. So you want to test the idea that you have in your head, that you're already thinking, oh, if I turn this thing into a business, people will probably like it. You now want to test if people will actually like it. And for the sake of making things easy, I'm just going to call this second step testing stage. So what you do at a testing stage is quite easy. You just create that product. For instance, if it's baking, you bake something that you actually think people will like, and you get it out to people. Or let's say it's making liquid soap. You actually make some of this liquid soap into some containers and you want to give it out, right? So what you do with these products that you have created is this: You take that product, you take it to people, you take it to the market, you take it to places where people buy them, where people where the kind of people who need them, where they are. So you take it to them. So I'm just going to use this story to explain it to you. At a time when I was doing the Rave shampoo, we were trying to get into more markets, get into the hands of more people. We were trying to increase the visibility of the products and the brand so that more people can begin to buy. And at that time, we were selling in Ibadan, but we wanted to move to Lagos. So yeah, what I did then was, with the help of a very good friend, she took me to a very major market in Lagos where they distribute basically pet products, right? So what this means was that we had to go to this market where the major thing they are selling in that market is products for pets. And because the product that I was also producing was a pet product, a dog shampoo, it was the right place to take it in that locality, in that state, in that place, right? So we took it there and we were able to give it out to most of the shop owners in that particular market. And yeah, so it helped us increase visibility, it helped us make some sales. The first one we took, we didn't sell it, yeah, so we had to give out those products. That's why I call this stage testing stage. You are actually testing what people really like and what people really think about the product. You're wanting to get reviews about the product. You're wanting to get exactly what people want, what people are in need of, because you have created it based off of what you think is right, what you think is okay for the market, what you think, oh, this is what people need. They need something that's going to, you know, remove the odor, bad odor from their pets, something that is also going to kill tick and fleas. That was the line I was thinking along. And so taking it for testing in the market now means that I get to hear their feedback, all right? So they can now come to say, oh, people actually prefer colorless shampoo, people actually prefer white, people prefer pink, right? Or some people don't like fragrance, and some people, you know, you get different reviews. You get people telling you different stuff about the product. They'll talk to you about pricing, they'll talk to you about the things that they want. They'll talk to you about the things that they know their own customers want, right? So from this, we were able to make a lot of other informed decisions on the product. But for this current stage, what I'm trying to explain to you is that you need to take your idea that you have transformed into a product, a physical product like this. You want to take it to the market. You want to give it out to the market. You want to give it to people who actually are in that industry and are using that product. So you want to give it to them to use, and you want to get reviews and, you know, feedback and what they think and all of that. So you want to do that. It's called the testing phase. I call it the testing phase, right? So if you're starting out, it's not just good enough to say that, oh, I have this idea and I think it will really work. For instance, there's maybe a kind of cake that you think most people are not aware of, or most like you feel like, oh, it's not common. If I do it, a lot of people will be interested in my own because it's not something they see everywhere. Yes, you might be right, or you might not. So in order to be sure, in order to actually do what people want, because it is when you are satisfying what people want or need that you can get money from them. So running business is more about them than it is about you, right? So because if it's about what you want, you are the only person, or maybe a few other people that think like you, unless maybe many people think like you. But in order to be certain of this, you have to test that product in the market, right? So that would be number 2. Take your products, take it out, give it to people that actually use it, give it to people that are actually in need of it, give it to people that are actually selling this product, right? In order for you to get reviews, in order for you to get feedbacks, in order for you to know exactly what people think. So at this stage, it's not about the money you're going to make, it's about the value that you're getting in exchange, is that you're getting reviews and feedback, and you're knowing exactly what your customers think, because they're going to be comparing it against the products that they've already used before, or based off of their own experiences, and you can now use all these insights later for that product, right? But at this stage, you want to test your product. Okay? Also, you want to remember at this stage to get your contacts. Don't forget, we talked about this in why you should have a customers list, right? So you can also transfer this to a prospect list. So you want to have a prospect list. A prospect list is a list of people that you meet on the business, right? A prospect list will be the list of those people that you have shared your products with, okay? Those people that have actually used your product. They have now actually become the people that have used your products before, okay? So you want to get their contact, you want to be in contact with them, you know, over time, so that you can, you know, in case you need testimonials. Yes, that's another beautiful thing that you get from testing. You get testimonials, you get people that have used your product that can testify that, okay, this is how I felt when I used the product, okay? So from the story I shared about my own product, I got testimonials from people from this market, because we took their contacts and details, and we actually reached back, we actually went back to the market to hear what they have to say, and we got a few customers. And yeah, so it's a stage for somebody that is just starting out in business. You have your products, you have your idea to start with, and you have been able to, you know, turn your idea into a product based on your own experience, your own capability, and, you know, based off of your own professionalism and everything, you know, you have poured it into the product. But because sometimes some people feel like this is all because they have done everything. Because in my own case, I am a veterinary doctor, and I feel like, oh, I know what people want, you know, they need this and that, they need the products to, you know, take care of the fleas on their pets, they need it to make their pets, you know, smell nice, you know, like deodorant, do that work as well, and they need it to wash and lather well and all of that. So I thought, no, you know, that's everything. But turns out that's not everything. So you also want to know exactly what your the market feels like, you know. So it's like a communication. It's like in communication, when you say something, you expect a feedback, and the feedback will determine how the communication keeps flowing, right? So this is how testing phase goes. So the last stage, which is the third stage, will be that you need to refine your initial idea. So now that you have taken your product to the market, and at the initial stage, maybe you felt like, oh, this cake, like I mentioned earlier, oh, it's the way I made it has never been made before, it's different, it's unique and all that. And then now the market is telling you, oh, maybe they don't like the color, or maybe the fondant you used, they don't feel it works with the cake you make, you know. Or let me use the case of my shampoo. We took the shampoo in white color to the market, and they were like, oh no, like most people do not like it, like when it's white. They feel like it's going to color their pets. They feel like he's going to, you know, they got different reviews came out of it, right? And so it gave us the next step to take. It helped us to make better decisions. It helped us to you know, do the needful. Yeah, one of the questions I also remember just now is that somebody was asking, like people were feeling like it was only made for white fur pets, like chihuahuas and dogs that have white hair, that those are the ones that the shampoo was made for. So with that thinking, many people with other types of pets will not buy it because they feel naturally that this particular one was made for white furry pets, right? And so, you know, I didn't think about that, you know, I didn't think about that. So these are the things that you get back when you actually test the product in the market. People get to tell you exactly how they feel about the product, and when they were using it, how they felt, if it was effective, if they feel it was not effective enough, if they feel maybe the quantity is not enough, and everything. You're going to get different feedback from these people, and then when you get this different feedback, then you get to see the ones that you can improve on. You get to see the ones that you can say, okay, they didn't really complain about this, based off of the statistics of your of the response that you got from the market. So you can get to know that, and then you can refine the product. Now this product is coming out as not just as something that I think about, it's coming out as something that I think about the users. Many of the users or the buyers, the potential buyers, have also thought about. In my own case, that particular testing was not even about the product majorly. It was more about the buyers, because my audience, my target customers were distributors and retailers. So it was not even majorly the end users, it was the distributors and retailers. So yeah, it helped me to see how they think, and what they expect from you if you're bringing products to them, how they pay, and every other thing around that. So yeah, market testing helps. It helps your product in market testing helps. And the last thing, like I talked about, is that it helps you to refine your idea, and then your idea can come out as a better idea that you already know that people can use that product, because people have collected it from you and used. You know, the idea is, if you give out product to people for free and they're not even willing to use, or they use and they don't like it, so how do you now expect people to pay, right? So when you make your product, you take it to the market for testing, to know that, okay, people will actually like the product, okay, and to get reviews from people, like to know exactly how they feel and what you can improve on and what you can work on, and then you get all this information together to recreate that your idea, that your product, into a better product that will be more, that the possibility of it getting accepted in the market will be high. You can launch your product once you have gotten to this point, because you now know that the product is likely to be bought by people, is likely to be accepted by people. You know exactly what the product does. You have testimonials that you can show other people, that people have used it, and this is how people think about the products, and this is, you have testimonials to back your product up and all that. So now you can launch your product into the market and, you know, put a price on it, because you have an idea of what people expect to to get from the products. And that's about it. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you. Bye.